Keystone, I had to learn to work with Christian as a team. Christian averted his gaze from Betty and stroked his beard.
"Would you have any meat and potatoes back there?"
She shifted her stance, still studying him closely.
"We don't get many Irishmen. Have you been in here before?"
He scratched the back of his neck.
"No, I've changed my mind. I'll have a grilled cheese and she'll be having the same."
I narrowed my eyes. Oh, will she now?
"You've been staring at that menu for 10 minutes,
he said, taking on an imperious tone.
"Are you telling me you're actually going to order something besides a hamburger and onion rings? Step out of your comfort zone and live on the wild side."
I handed her my menu. I'll have a glass of water with that, and my friend will be having a glass of milk. He held out his menu.
"I'm lactose intolerant. Bring me a bottle of red."
She slowly collected our menus.
"Cheese has lactose. I'll bring the milk."
I wasn't sure what to make of Betty's peculiar reaction to Christian. She was usually more bubbly and talkative, but something had shut her up. "That was weird," I muttered, stacking one of my gloves on top of the other. Christian gestured toward them.
"I hate to inform you, but someone snipped the fingers off your mittens."
"It's easier to get to my daggers when I can grip them with my fingertips." He pinched the whiskers on his scruffy beard.
"What does Victor have you working on? I saw him carrying files to your room."
I lifted a salt shaker and set it between us. "Cold cases?" Christian chuckled.
"Ha, to be the rookie again, sifting through old papers and giving menial tasks to make you believe your opinion matters."
"It's smart of him. Maybe you guys are used to looking at something from a certain angle, and a fresh pair of eyes might see something new." He laced his fingers together.
"Pray tell, what have your fresh eyes uncovered?"
I tapped the salt shaker and accidentally tipped it over. "Why hasn't anyone pursued the case involving vampire trafficking? The one with all the women who were promised to be newly made?" He pinched salt between two fingers and flicked it over his shoulder.
"We could never outbid anyone at a black market auction, and without victims, we have nothing. We can't even be sure if a crime is being committed. It might come as a surprise, but there happens to be a lot of women who have fantasies about being kept by a man. Not everyone for sale on the black market is an unwilling victim."
"Did you look at any missing persons reports? I don't mean breed ones, but a nationwide search in the human databases?"
"Aye, but we came up with no matches based on the description. In some cases, they included a photograph."
"That means whoever's behind this is preying upon women who won't be missed. He takes them, makes them, and sells them." Christian leaned back and draped his arms across the top of the red vinyl seat.
"What makes you believe all the cases are linked? It's just an increase in vampire trafficking. Demand affects supply."
"I don't know. Maybe it was the typo." He furrowed his brow.
"Typo?"
"Didn't anyone notice that some of the descriptions had the same typo? He didn't spell discreet with double E's. He wrote discrete. That doesn't have the same meaning. I also think he's an American." Christian snorted and set his arms on the table.
"You're just full of theories this morning. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but there are a lot of illiterate immortals in the world. English isn't everyone's first language."
"Including yours?" He narrowed his eyes when Betty set down our plates and glasses.
"Anything else?"
she asked, her green eyes twinkling at me. I bit my lip and hesitated on answering.
"Your slice of pie is in the warmer."
She placed 2 straws on the table and gave me a wink before heading back to the kitchen. Christian poked at his sandwich.
"Assuming one person is behind all the trafficking, what makes you think he's an American?"
I tore the end off the paper around the straw and blew the wrapper at Christian's forehead. It bounced off and landed on his plate. "He used words that have alternate spellings in England, Canada, and all those other countries. I didn't see anything that suggested he's a foreigner." Christian threw up his hands.
"Well, for feck's sake, you've solved the case. We're after an American who..."